Today we're going to begin a kudzu removal project over here with the Foothills Conservancy off Highway 126 and here in Morganton, North Carolina. And it's cool. They're a conservation-based nonprofit. They buy land and they improve it, and they create lots of cool opportunities for the public with agriculture. They also do they try to deal with invasives and improve habitat. So they've hired us to come out and begin a massive kudzu removal project. After we get all this removed here, it'll be a several step process, but it's all removed. We're gonna replant it all back in natives down to this creek right here. So this is a big riparian buffer. It's about a 2.5 acre project. We're gonna start the mechanical removal step of the process. So that's pretty much the first step. We're gonna come through here and mulch up and get rid of all this pre-existing kudzu, get rid of all the vertical structure in it, take out any trees that are swallowed up in it, and really just knock everything back really hard one good time before we come back and begin chemical treatments. The reason why we're not going straight to chemicals is so that way we can deplete the root system and kind of get rid of all this compounded growth. We've got years and years of cross-hatched vines from this stuff out here growing. So we're gonna restart all of it and then begin that process, and then it'll just basically be tending with herbicide and occasional mechanical removals. But it's gonna be sweet, and we're gonna improve some habitat right here in our hometown, so stay tuned. We're making some progress out here on this kudzu project. I just wanted to stop for a minute and talk about, we're in here destroying a bunch of kudzu, but we also, have a bunch of good native species in here too. Like this downy woodland sunflower right here. I've seen some passion vine and ironweed and all that. And it really sucks when you're out here. The main goal of the whole project is to improve and restore the habitat, get rid of these invasive species that don't really contribute to our ecosystem. They just cover space and don't allow anything else to come in there. But we try to remember that even though we're having to, getting rid of these invasives does come at the expense of taking out a few good natives, a few good things in the plant community that we'd want to keep. But a way we can kind of counterbalance that negative aspect of invasive removal is this is a long-term project. This is going to take a couple years for total eradication, but the main thing is we can get it all under control now and then just tend it in the future. But as we're in here working, it's important that we keep a close eye on these little populations of natives and keep up with them throughout the season. So that way we can ethically collect and harvest seed off of them to basically help multiply these populations. And when we come back to replant and reseed all this invasive area, we can incorporate some of those plants, some of those seeds with the genetics of this area into the seed mix and still preserve this local plant community. Because when we come back in with a seed mix, the seed mix is the seeds were harvested here in North Carolina, but they're about 4 hours east, and that's fine. That's not a huge deal, but we want plants that are adapted to our ecoregion. So that's why we try to focus on using local eco-type plants on our project, is because not only are they native to this area, but their genetics are suited to this climate, to our rainfalls, to our poor clay soils. And just thought as I was coming through here eating up his kudzu with this freaking awesome brush mower on the front of this mini skid. And yeah, so we're gonna keep at it and see what we can get done. Just wanted to show you guys a prime example of why this mechanical removal step for removing invasives, especially kudzu, is really important. See right here, I've started to kind of poke into that little bunch right there with the mini skid steer and the brush hog. But what we got here is years and years of compiled growth. Like you know, if our main treatment method was just herbicide, then we have all this old growth, all this accumulated growth from all these years protecting the chemical from really getting everything. So what we got to do is come in here first and open things up like I've done behind me here, and mulch up all that material, get rid of it, so that way we got a clean slate to work with whenever it starts to regenerate, and we can actually get it all, and we don't have the remnants of all this leftover kudzu, you know, blanketing everything, you know, still choking everything out, sheltering new growth. You know, if we don't have that, you know, we can it really makes this stuff vulnerable, so that way we can get it. But stay tuned, we're gonna keep at it.